Preseason game number 2, Miami Dolphins versus the Dallas Cowboys. This is going to be a segment that I'm going to start doing um, every Monday after a game. I'll do a good, bad, and the ugly. Um, if we play on Thursday, I'll do it on Friday. And of course, I'll give my initial reaction after the game. So the good, bad, and the ugly will be a series that I do a day after the game from this point forward. I like to come back and kind of give my ideas after giving my initial impressions of the things that I was looking for. Now, yesterday, if you got to see that video yesterday, I spoke about exactly what I was looking for. I came into yesterday's game only concerned with the defense, and I wanted to see a little bit of the special teams. I did not care, and I think I said that in the video. I did not give a shit what our offense did yesterday. Not one lick. Didn't care. Now, I saw people saying, well, Ryan Tannehill had a great game yesterday. Listen, I'm going to use two analogies for you. If you're familiar with baseball, if you're a baseball player and let's say you're a baseball player and you're bad at hitting curveballs, right? Every time you face a pitcher that throws curveballs at you, you strike out. So you go into a game and you face a pitcher that only throws fastballs. He doesn't have a curveball, and you do well. Have you improved at curveballs? No, you didn't improve at curveballs because the team that you played doesn't have the ability to throw a curveball. The Dallas Cowboys have 4 starters not there, including Greg Hardy. 3 players suspended. They don't have a pass rush. Do me a favor. Name me one pass rusher from the Dallas Cowboys. You can't do it. They don't have a pass rush. That's why I didn't give a rat's ass whether our offense looked solid or not. I didn't care. I see. Well, Ryan Tannehill, look. Name me a person from the Cowboys defensive line. Name me a pass rusher from the Cowboys defensive line. Exactly. The big points that I was looking at was our number 1 defense versus the best offensive line in football. And we sucked. Alfred Morris, the second string running back, had 83 yards in a preseason game. And that was the last time I looked at the stats. I don't know if he got anything else. So let me not be a Debbie Downer. Let's go back and let's talk about some of the good things. Ryan Tannehill had solid numbers. Asterisk. Kenny Stills came up with some good catches. Asterisk. We saw Devontae Parker out there for a little while. That was pretty cool. And we also saw the rookie getting a lot of play time. Really happy to see Laramie Tunsil continuing to grow as a back. Jay Ajayi got a few plays in there. Arian Foster, to me, looked slow and sluggish from what I saw. But I was happy to see him on the field. He is a veteran. Maybe he has to get going. Of course, he is coming back off of injury, so maybe it's going to take him a few games to get acclimated and get back to playing football like he's used to. Because when Arian Foster was healthy, Arian Foster was a top 5 back. So there. The bad, the defense. The defense looked terrible, man. Big gaping holes. Alfred Morris running in for touchdowns. Byron Maxwell got scorched. And like I said yesterday, when you get scorched by Des Bryant, I don't take that much away from you. You know what I mean? Des Bryant is still to me a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. So I'm not gonna beat you up for getting burnt by Des Bryant. The same way I wouldn't beat you up if you got, burnt by Calvin Johnson or Jerry Rice or Randy Moss or you know what I mean? Getting burnt by one of those guys is no not a disgrace to your resume. Now, if you got burnt by the fucking some unrestricted free agent and you're the only guy that gets burnt by him, you know, that's something to look at. But getting burnt by Des Bryant to me isn't a big thing. I just feel I'm not like now. Cam Wake didn't play yesterday, so we have to be optimistic about that. We still have not gotten to see the full extent of what our defense can do. But yesterday was just a terrible showing from the defense. It was awful. Yesterday was completely awful. This defense cannot play like this. Oh, man. Third preseason game coming up for us. Let me check the schedule and see exactly who we play. I think we play the Titans next. NFL banned Mike Tirico from calling Thursday Night Football on NBC. Oh, wow. It's the first time I've seen that story. Let's see who we play. There's a couple games today, too. 3, 4, 7. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 games today. And Dak Prescott, by the way, Dak Prescott is looking better than any freaking quarterback that was drafted ahead of him. Now, asterisk, he's playing behind the Dallas Cowboy offensive line, and they have some weapons. But he's looked tremendous in the games that I've seen so far. He's looked absolutely tremendous. Trying to see what our schedule is here. Preseason. All right, so the next game. Our next game is going to be up against the Atlanta Falcons. That's going to be on the 25th, so that's a Thursday. So that'll be our next game, and then the game after that will be the Tennessee Titans. So we don't face another good defense in preseason. We don't. Next game is Atlanta, and the game after that is Tennessee. So, you know what though? I don't want to go into the regular season with a facade. Like I don't want to go into this season because we probably will go out there and the offense will look good against Atlanta. It'll look good against Tennessee as it has in the past. And then we'll go and face Seattle and us fans will be going, what the hell happened? We look so good those last 2 See, that's what I be trying to prepare people for. Like, we sitting up here and we're happy that I saw people saying, well, the offense looked great versus Dallas. And my thoughts were who does the Dallas Cowboys have on their defensive line? Greg Hardy's not there. If I'm not mistaken, Rolando McClain is not there. Gregory, I don't think he's there. I don't know anybody on this Dallas defensive line. And that's a problem. And when we did face Jason Pierre-Paul and Olivia Vernon, our quarterback was getting hit in 3-4 seconds. You know what I mean? So the ugly for this week has to be Matt Moore and the concussion. Matt Moore slid and the player hit him head on head. So as of right now, our backup quarterback is the rookie Dowdy. Right now, Dowdy is the backup quarterback, and he didn't look great yesterday. So I wonder what's going to happen with Matt Moore having this concussion. Hopefully, I doubt, depending on how he goes through the concussion test and shit like that, he might be ready for next week. But we shall see. We don't know how serious that shit is, and I'll be checking in on that. Let's take a look at the for everybody that doesn't know our regular season schedule. We'll take a look at that before we get up out of here. The first game, of course, of the season is going to be versus the Seattle Seahawks, the first game of the season. Now, Seattle normally starts slow. They normally start slow, but they've got a talented secondary, and they've got Michael Bennett and a couple other pieces on that D-line. They can get after the quarterback, and they can cover behind it. Then you go to New England, and I don't have to tell you about Belichick, but he's missing Brady at the quarterback. The Cleveland Browns is going to be interesting because that offense is looking has been. I mean, RG3 has been airing that shit out, and with the cornerbacks that we have right now, that game kind of scares me. Then the next game is the Cincinnati Bengals, another hard playoff team. And that's another team with, a lot of weapons on the offensive side. A.J. Green, Tyler Eifert. Tennessee game is going to be the 5th game of the season. I wouldn't be surprised if the way we look right now, if we didn't come out of that first 5 games 1-4. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we can gel this shit up in the next 2 weeks. But I would not be surprised if we didn't come out of the first 5 games at fucking 1-4 with all of us with our hands in our faces. I mean, our faces in our hands. I don't know how you can put your hands in your face. But yeah, with our faces in our hands. I really can see that. And then the next game, we go to Tennessee. We go to Pittsburgh. And then Buffalo, that's been an Achilles heel over the last few years. Well, shit, Buffalo's been a fucking Achilles heel for us ever since they had Andre Reed and Thurman Thomas and Jim Kelly. Then after that, we go play that Jet. This is going to be a rough season. We have the Tennessee game on October the 9th. We have the San Diego game November the 13th. We have the Ram game on the 20th. That's 3. The 49er game is winnable. Bro, it's a possibility we win 4 games. I hope I'm wrong. But I'm going to make an official prediction video at the very tail end of the season and talk about it. But, we got to, man, I don't know. Would Cam Wake have made a huge difference on the D-line yesterday? I don't know. I've never thought of Cam Wake as being a run stopper. He's an edge pass rusher. So I don't know if he helps on the Alfred Morris stuff. And that was the thing that jumped off the page to me, the fact that Alfred Morris was able to get 83 yards in a preseason game. You know what I mean? So now, could he have helped on the pass receptions down the field? Yes, because he could affect how fast the ball gets out of the quarterback's hands. But I don't know how he really affects the run game because he's not really a run stopper. Weird, man. Now, also, I want to address this. There was a few, and this will be my last thing that I touch on before I end this video. There was a few people saying that Gase went out and he loaded up on offense this year, and next year he's going to go after defense. He's going to, bulk this defense up. Do you understand how long Miami Dolphin fans have been hearing next year? Oh yeah, we'll be better next year. We get Devontae Parker. He played 20 games. Let's wait till next year. We got this player. We suck this year, but let's wait. Man, I've heard next year for the last 10 years. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to win. Just win. That's all. It's simple. 3-letter word. Win. I want to win. That next year shit, miss me with that. Because no champion thinks like that shit, man. No champion is continuously saying, all right, yeah, we'll do better next year. We'll do better next year. Yeah, we'll do better next year. We draft a wide receiver over the Pro Bowl cornerback. Yeah, we'll do better next year. Pissed. Absolutely livid. Anyway, man, that is the end of the video. If you're not following me on Twitter, let me check my comment section. I'm sorry. Let me check my comment section here. Let me see if there's anything in the comment section before I get out of here. Oh, man. 1:30. Good. What was good there? Patrick Discerna. What was good there? Kenny Stills. Kenny Stills looked great. And Tannenhill, his numbers were pretty good. Pretty solid numbers. He even had touchdowns dropped, like that Cameron dropped the touchdown. So I mean, he looked good, but I have to say he looks good with an asterisk, considering the fact that the defense that we're facing has no pass rush, and we struggle against the pass rush. That's the problem. Maxwell wasn't that bad on the TD he gave up to Dez. He just got beat, but almost, yeah. And yeah, man, I can't knock him for getting beat by Dez Bryant. I mean, I'm not gonna knock him for getting beat by the kid from Pittsburgh. What is his name? Antonio Brown. I'm still sick to my stomach and not getting, man. That would have solved a lot of problems. A lot. And if you look at our offense right now, we probably still could have got the wide receiver that we got in the draft. We could have still got him. We would have had probably Rashard Matthews, who had a decent season last year, Kenny Stills, Jarvis Landry, and the kid that we got. We would have still had 4 receivers, and then we could have filled it in with and then we would have had an option as a number 1 cornerback. I don't think we have a number 1 cornerback right now. I really don't. I don't know. Maxwell has never been a number 1 corner, ever. I don't think he's going to just morph into a number 1 cornerback. And then the other thing is, we could have kept Brent Grimes. Even if we did, all right, let's say we went and got Maxwell still. We could have had Peters, Grimes, and Maxwell. That would have been a lot better than what we have now. We're shuffling people in there. Still don't know if Lippett. I like Lippett. I like the size of Lippett, but he's green. He's still learning the position. He played wide receiver in college. So just anyway, man. Let me know what you feel about this video. Yes, there was some good, but you gotta throw. I had to throw an asterisk by it. I'm up out of here. 133. And I will see you guys on Thursday as we talk about the Atlanta Falcons and Julio Jones. Actually, I'll probably make a video preview for the Atlanta Falcon game on like Tuesday, but we got to play Julio Jones, Devonta Freeman. There's some big time offensive weapons on that Atlanta Falcon team. I got to study that defense. I don't know a lot about their defense, so I need to study it and see exactly should I be taking us seriously on the defensive side of the ball. But I know, I mean, we're facing a top 5 wide receiver, and we're facing a guy who had an intriguing season last year in Devontae. So we got some challenges on the defensive side of the ball once again, and we'll see how it works. Anyway, man, I'm up out of here. I will talk to you guys next time. Follow me on Twitter @casual @KASUWELL. Peace.